How you doing today? All right, so I'm gonna make this video. All right, it's going to be entitled, "Where will your spiritual leaders, your so-called spiritual leaders, be during the end times?" And I can tell you right now, you can say whatever you want to say about me. All right, going here talking all jazzy, and FBI, you going to get the police to come to my house or whatever. Okay, do whatever you want to follow me down the highway. Call me whatever you want to call me, but this video is not going to come down. Okay, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and that's it. All right, since you so-called spiritual leaders, and I know that you guys make videos emulating other people, we gonna see. All right, this is the perspective for the perspective. Okay, since you guys talking all jazzy, right? Okay, this is for you. So once again, all right, during these end times, there's going to be a lot of people shook, and people are going to have to choose a side, okay? Whether they want to be on the side of the Most High and His Son, which is Joshua, or on the opposite side, okay? And that's a choice that all of us have to make, including me, all right? But I know what side I'm on, and during those times when forces of good and evil are going to meet, you already know who's going to win, okay? And the people that are engineering all this, okay, these people will be eliminated. They will be eradicated, okay? But this is just the way I feel, all right? And this is my hypothesis. So we got the chance to learn the effects of this shutdown, all right, lockdowns and all that. And this is light, okay? And I tell you that I've already been through it, okay? When I was in the military, I know how it is pretty much to be institutionalized, incarcerated. I was prepared for this before it happened, okay? Like, I was pretty much envisioning that things were going to get worse, all right? So I was already prepared. Now, I will be prepared for the next shutdown, because we are going to probably more than likely have another some type of sickness or pandemic again here within the next 4 to 8 years. I'll be willing to bet in the next maybe 4 years. Okay, this is my hypothesis. Okay, similar to this one, we may have a sickness that's going to come. All right, and there was plenty of testaments of or articles that the next one comes out. Okay, as far as a virus or sickness, everything shut down. Okay, except the bare minimum. Okay, I believe probably our cash or our access to money will be limited or seized, all right, from the banks. We're more than likely we'll have a money in the stock market crash. Okay, so you guys are in that. You probably want to do some type of protection, or maybe start looking at other ways that you can protect your money before that time comes. All right, you'll see the signs. So the signs are already here right now. Okay, so look at probably putting your money in some gold or tangible gold or a gold IRA. You're going to need it, okay, to cover your bet. Number one. I told you guys about preparing. You need to prepare, okay, as if you're on probably like a 3 to 6 month camping trip, okay? So, but for the spiritual leaders, you could look at that video at what have we learned from the C-19 shutdown. I made that video like 3 days ago, okay? Today is Tuesday. I made that this past Saturday. Just look back about 4 or 5 videos past it. You can see that, all right? I've left details. But we're going to talk about this spiritual leaders or whatever, talking all jazzy and all that other stuff, okay? Yeah, you may have been touched by God or whatever, okay? You might have good points or whatever. I'm not going to knock the fact that you're putting out the truth, all right? But when we have these the shutdown, this next shutdown, and I said in the last video, many people are going to still be working, okay? Then where you're going to be, okay? Because if you're a true man of God, right, or a follower of Christ, you're going to be out there, doing Christ's work, okay? A lot of you guys are like I say, you got good points or whatever, all right, but as you can see, many of these guys are Masonic, not all of them, okay? doing things like making pagan type sacrifices with the throwing up the left as above, so and so below signs, 666, you know, the little signs like pyramid signs and all that different stuff, you know, trying to preach to you. Okay, and they do a lot of stuff that are not good, especially, let's say, top ranked fraternity members, presidents, and all that. You know, they do stuff like, let's say, child sacrificing, spirit cooking, goat screwing, wife swapping, you know, pedophiles and stuff like that in the upper room, and then come to you, you know, trying to tell you, you know, about doing the right thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Many men, okay, maybe 95% of them, they do, you know, struggle in some kind of way. It's either with money, all right, 501c3. Many men struggle in the flesh, all right, maybe homosexuality, all right. There's going to be something, all right. I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to come to you like I'm perfect either, whatever. Because in the end of the day, yeah, I am a man or whatever, you know, and I do make many, very, very many school mistakes or whatever, okay. But there's a lot worse out here. You got guys that are weekend warriors that serve time in the army or whatever, like they're in the reserve. And I call it weekend warriors because they ain't, you know, never been deployed nowhere, and then, you know, get out running with celebrities and all that, you know, like with Drake or like with Lil Nas X, and know him personally or whatever, you know, trying to preach the world, trying to preach the word or whatever, okay? So a lot of them, they attend those pansexual parties. All right. Now, I'm not saying that this happened to him, but Carl Lentz, guys like him got caught up into it, and there's plenty others right on here on YouTube. All right. You got some of these Jewish or these Israelites, okay, like live in the South. All right, trying to tell you, okay, they got wearing dreads or whatever. And I thought that if you were a Jew or Israelite, I believe there was a scripture in somewhere in Leviticus saying that your hair is not supposed to extend, you know, past your ears. Okay, so how can somebody have dreads looking like a woman trying to tell me or whatever, or somebody like me, you know, trying to be technical? I mean, because if you want to be technical, we could be technical. All right, you got people like, I don't know, like they live in like, I don't know, Texas or South Florida that are in 7-bedroom houses and all that stuff, in their little comfortable, you know, cool houses, going to the neighborhood park, all right, with rides and water rides and golf courses or whatever, talking all jazzy, whatever, dropping downs on people down in South Florida or whatever, you know, that like to maybe drop downs on older people like me, or let's say like I like to invest or whatever. And you wouldn't do that type of stuff if you didn't know their business, okay? But these are the same people that put food in your mouth, okay, giving you donations and so forth, okay? I mean, yeah, they want to try to build some generational wealth, and I know that you want to keep them in check or whatever, but in the end of the day, you find, you know, you're trying to find salvation like everybody else, okay? You know, down in Florida, say maybe, I'm just saying for instance, maybe drawing stick figures and all that stuff, talking jazzy or whatever about older people and so forth that are doing cryptos, and I do all that stuff. Now, I just want to say who the videos are meant for, who they meant for. Okay, even people like in places like it, you know, I'm just saying like Atlanta, with a ratio, all right, if they're like Jewish or Israelite, it's like 50 to 1, 50 women to 1, and maybe up somewhere, you know, maybe Northern Virginia or Baltimore, combing the streets or whatever, you know, maybe visiting old girlfriends or going to strip clubs and all that, all right, trying to tell you. But when we have these end times, okay, all the jazzy talk is going to be over, okay? You need to read the books of Acts or whatever, because you see, Jesus, if you're an Israelite, you're going to call him Yahshua, wasn't doing that stuff. They were not doing pagan sacrifices. They were not doing running with celebrities, or, you know, peeking through phones, or, you know, calling the FBI or whatever, having police came to my house. All right, I had one guy I pissed off or whatever because I brought out truth or whatever that was fraternity, president, he called the police to come to my house. I mean, I'm used to that though. They done came to my house a couple of dozen times, so I've got to know the Las Vegas Metro, many of the members quite well or whatever. Even got some friends and family even in the police force. But back to what I was saying, they was out there with the people. So when we have this shutdown, and when there's no internet, okay, when you can't get your hands on your cash like you could or whatever, there's no more of that, you know, easy street type stuff, okay? They'll have the military out there, FEMA, and they're all nurses. They'll have civilian people out here doing missions and stuff like that. But the FEMA and the military will be out there patrolling the streets or whatever and trying to, you know, restore order. And I think what they're going to do is the FEMA can give you the help that you want, but you're probably going to have to take that chip or whatever, what I think is a mark of the beast. And they do speak on that in the book of Revelations, okay? But for you so-called followers of Christ, they'll have missionary work, and they're going to need people like you, okay? And we're going to see, all right? We're going to identify who our men of Christ are and who's not, okay? Are you going to be in your air conditioner cooled homes, 7, 8 bedroom homes, okay, talking jazzy and all that stuff, making money off live streams and all that stuff, or are you going to be out there with the people? Because according to the books of the Acts or whatever, okay, you need to read the entire book. I think it's like 26 chapters. Most High, well, let's say Yahshua or Jesus and his disciples were out there with the people. They're out there healing, doing public ministries, counseling, trying to save people, baptizing people, okay? They were not in air conditioning homes or whatever. So doing their thing, you know, talking all jazzy, whatever, using their ministry to drop downs on people, okay? Even you guys up in Canada or in Africa or whatever, okay? Run your mouth, all right? So that's what they're, or what they need to do. So we'll see. Yahshua did say that he's going to identify those people that are doers and talkers as he descends down from the earth when the end times, those 7 years commence, okay? And I think that's the way, which I just explained. Are they going to be out there with the people? Because I'm going to be out there with the people, okay? I was out there with the people, like I said, though, during this shutdown, okay? Doing a lot of the Christ work, and I could do better. I probably could get into baptizing people and, you know, doing that. So there's things I need to work on, okay? Not just in the air-conditioned church and all that, but he's going to identify those people, okay? And I think what he's going to do is he's going to rebuke those people. Those people are not going to be respected, and they're going to probably end up crawling in a cave somewhere. And the ones that have been doing work, like me, will be commended, all right? That's probably the ticket to the kingdom. Now, we've had this problem during the shutdown. We've had this problem before the shutdown, okay, where churches were, say, open on Sunday, you know, your 501c3 churches. And they were shut down all week until the next Sunday, okay? Preachers are scared, you know, to go and lay hands on people, all right? But a lot of your YouTube spiritual leaders or whatever are going to be in their big homes. One that I think he was down, I don't know, somewhere down in Georgia or South Florida, was saying he's going to be in his home, you know, scared to go out on his own front yard without getting waxed or whatever, you know. And I mean, he's supposed to be from New York. Like I say though, I am the perspective for the perspective. But you know, during those end times though, the people will be identified, okay? In the end of the day. Read the book of Acts, okay? No exceptions, no excuses, okay? About, well, God sent people to do this or that or whatever. Jesus and his disciples, they were out there with the people, period, okay? So you ain't got to worry about me because I got what it takes or whatever, okay? Where are you going to be? you like the video, feel free to subscribe, like, share, leave your comments, okay? And speak with love and decorum, okay? No disrespect for this on this channel.